Monk Row and Piggy Pets.
The Mohawk Valley Center for the Arts in Little Falls presents Local Arts. Right here in the Mohawk Valley in Yorkville is America's oldest manufacturer of Tiffany lamps and decorative lighting. After 8 months of designing and planning, Meyda Tiffany is home to the world's largest free-hanging chandelier. Crafted of steel, glass, and acrylic and weighing in at over 3 tons, its final home will be gracing the ceiling of the Stanley Performing Arts Center.
From the time that I was a little child and would walk into the Stanley Theater, sit down and watch an old Western movie, I would sit in that theater and look around at the most unbelievable structure of the stage, the walls, the artwork, but there was always something that caught my curiosity, namely what was ever going to go up into that area at the top. It looked to me like there should be a chandelier there. That was some 60 or more years ago, and there never was one. Well, pretty soon, within the next month or two, there is going to be a chandelier there, and it is going to be something that was designed right here in Utica. It was built right here in Utica at Meyda. I'm standing next to it now. We're going to give you a peek at it, and I'm telling you it lives up to my expectations, and I know that it's going to live up to the expectations of everybody else who steps foot in the Stanley Theater after April. Today we are going to give you a sneak peek at a chandelier that is the largest of its kind in the world. It's going to be available for public viewing pretty soon, and it's just absolutely incredible. One more thing to add to the history of the Mohawk Valley and to its culture, you name it. This is really something.
First step was to send our designer Nancy Parker to the Stanley. She walked through it and she looked at all the different the design details that were in the Stanley, the wallpaper, the carpeting, all of the molding, the decorative plaster molding all over all the Stanley, and all of the architectural details. And she looked at all of that, and she absorbed it, and she came back to her desk and she started playing with her dogs that she brings to work with her, and she started looking out the window, and then she started doodling a few sketches on a piece of paper. I said, Nancy, what are you doing? When are you going to design that Stanley chandelier? She says, I'm thinking about it. And a day or two later, she comes up with this little paper doll that she cut out, walking around with it like she always does. Says, I think I got an idea. I think I got an idea. And then the next thing you know, she gives the idea to Tony, who takes it and breathes the life into it that it needs to get digitized and cut from our plasma cutting equipment, our metal cutting equipment. Santucci, the great Santucci. Sometimes we refer to him as Spartacus.
Yes.
We actually heard about this about a year after I got here, and they asked us to come and look at the Stanley, and we did. And we had some ideas, and then it was quiet till last year. Mm-hmm. Oh, we went into Stanley, and we took pictures and sketches, and we just brainstormed for probably a few months. Mm-hmm. Till we came up with a size and a feel that was right. Because I'm born and raised in Utica and been going to the Stanley since I was a little kid. It's really great.
The show must go on, and there's still work to be done before April, when this magnificent chandelier is presented to the world. Diorio's frozen dough products